Good morning to all our viewers out there. Welcome to the Derek and the Clayton podcast this morning. I got a very important subject that I want to talk to you about, but it's been really worrying me. And I hope that you got up this morning, and I hope that you ask God and you thank God for his grace and his mercy. But if you haven't done so, well, this is a good time to do so. Today's subject is I want you to be aware of who is killing our people. Billionaires are ruling and killing our people. Money means power in this world. All over the world, the billionaire controls the people. People don't see that. When you are uneducated, you cannot see that forest because those trees are blocking your view. You need to move those trees out and get a clear view. This is how our society is working. You understand billionaires, what it means to be rich over the poor. That means that you have power over the poor and those who are disabled. Look at our society. If you haven't noticed it, the rich get richer and the poor get poor. And the rich try to convince the poor that we are all for all and all for one. When you become a billionaire, you become top of the chain, the top of the food chain. That means I can make decisions because money talk and bullshit walk. I want you to look at it. It's disturbing me when I see what's going on in our world today. I'm glad to have served in our great Air Force and our military because they opened my eyes up. I was blind, but now I can see damn good as to who doing what, when, why, where, and how. Let's talk about what's going on in our news today. Everybody have freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of press. You should be able to speak up when you think something is wrong. I want the American people to be aware of what you're hearing over the news. All you got to do is do a self-evaluation, and then you come up and make a decision as to who, when, where, why, and how. Our world is in trouble because our billionaires are killing us. I want you to understand this. Billionaires anywhere is a threat to billionaires everywhere. The rulers of these countries, they are billionaires. They are controlled by the one who have all the money. We cannot fall prey and be dealt a bad hand when we know what's going on. I grew up, my mom used to always tell me, boy, if you tell a lie, I'm gonna knock your ass out. You better tell the truth. And the truth gonna set you free. Now, do you hear me? Yes, Mom, I dig what you're saying. When you look at society, the way it's formed today, 2024, money talk, bullshit walk. Understand how our society is working. If you tell a lie, you're going to be set free. If you tell the truth, you're going to pay a penalty. Look at what's going on. You got people being locked up every day for telling a lie. And you got people all over the news. President Trump, as an example, I can't keep in contact with how many lies the boy tells. Look up the word, a pathologic liar, and you might find a picture of Trump right on the side of it, and a whole lot of more people. They are lying. Democrats are lying, but I'm looking at our democracy. What is at stake right now? Are y'all seeing what's going on in the news? Minorities, how you being brainwashed and being told that our democracy is upside down, and the only way that we're going to make a better life for you is that you vote for the Republican, and this is what we stand for. We have freedom of choice. Money, talk, bullshit, walk. You can't trust the Supreme Court. Those are billionaires are sitting up there and calling all the shots. They don't make the laws. They enforce the law, what they're supposed to do. You can't trust the Supreme Court. Look at what's going on during the rioting. It's politicians in the White House and the Supreme Court. It's no longer democracy. It is becoming Republican. It's not whether you right or wrong. It's what the majority is going to agree with and what the other one can convince the other one. This is a game. Supreme Court, which is supposed to be the high court of the land. Yeah, I'm calling it out. During the voting, you got both a Supreme Court wife done got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and you done got the two Supreme Court members collecting all this money, going on all these trips, accepting all these special vacations behind the scene. According to our constitutional laws, you're supposed to report that. Now, when you get caught, now you're coming out lying. Now y'all got to protect each other because all y'all might be doing the same thing. You getting rich off the poor. You getting rich off the billionaires because the billionaires is the one that's calling the shot. They're keeping you afloat of the ship. I want you to understand. I'm upset. I'm going to be honest with you. As an American, as a person who believes in this country is turning upside down because of the crookedness, the evilness, the lying, the cheating, the stealing. It's going on in our world. It goes from the lower level, local level, the federal and the state. I want you to understand who is making the decision on destroying these people, which we think It's supposed to be some very brilliant people that's running our city, state. These are crooks also. These guys have the same feeling appetite that you have. It's about me, myself, and I. Who controls the court system in the local level? The district, the federal. Who controls it? Who supports the Supreme Court? Who writes the legislation in the state that fit those billionaires? We don't see behind the scene, but all you got to do is open your eyes and see what's going on around us. We have voting rights. I'm going to share something with you. And the reason why I'm upset. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. And two rights don't make a wrong. And I'm hoping that you understand that. Are you seeing what's going on? You got a man is in office or was in office, done took all this damn classified information to his house, being vindictive to the American people. Classified information. You got kids is in jail for life because they reveal classified information. You understand? Money talk, bullshit walk. You got all this classified information. You know what the rules or laws is. Hey, you got top secret stuff inside your damn house where it's supposed to be stored in a secured area. You got all these damn charges against you. You got a felony against you. You got everybody is knowing that what you have done is wrong. But when you got people who believe in you, they'll fall for any damn thing. We are in trouble. I fear for our kids. I fear for our democracy. Do not be dealt a bad hand by a lot of this bullshit that you're hearing from the other side. We're going to make America great again. Okay? You're going to make America great again? And how you going to do it? Oh, you left here line, you coming back line, and you threaten. If I get back into office, I'm going to show them who the boss man is. Anybody that done talked against me, I will pay them back. Lawyer, judges, the DOJ, if I get in, I'm going to pay you back. That sounds like to me a damn dictator. That's threatening my life, the country life, and everybody around them. It's threatening our military, which we have a very strong military. But then again, we become authoritarian type of government. We'll be ran as if we are Russia, China, North Korea, under one power. We cannot afford to allow that to happen. Our future is our kids. Our future is our democracy. I need you to understand. If you read my course, I gave a free course, a 5-course segment on the Bill of Rights. Anything that you want to know about our court system, you go to my YouTube channel and type in 2942 and look at all my law professor course that I taught free, because a lot of y'all are not aware of the law, and we get blindfolded. We get blindsided because we have not been taught the law. We have been taught limited because the billionaires want you to stay dumb, ignorant. You understand what's going on in our world? The rich is getting richer off the poor. The billionaires are getting off everything. Just like I can go out and kill people. Won't nothing happen to me because look who I am. I'm a billionaire. Let me put it to you this way. I have never seen anything like I see going on in the world today. I grew up in the South. I grew up very poor. I thank God that was an old white lady taught me everything about the black and the white. And she had 2 slaves. One of the things that I would never forget, we were setting up on the porch right down the street from me. They called the White House. She said, I need to tell you something, boy. She said, I love you dearly, but I need you to understand this. This is a white world. Whatever you do, you try to become the best. As a black man, you're going to always be inferior to a white man. But you need to stand up for what you believe in because you can fall for anything. Become educated. Look at your surroundings. A black man, a minority person, you have to prove yourself twice as hard as a white man. You are automatically guilty in the eyes of a white man because of your skin color. I began the process. I'm going to say to each and every last one of you, it may not be the skin color all the time. You see that little red thing in your mouth they call the tongue? That old white lady told me this. That tongue is the one that gets your ass in trouble. If you can't talk, you can't get in trouble. But what comes out of your mouth could be good or could be bad. I just wanted to give you a little background on where I'm coming from and what's going on in the world today. When have you ever known a person has been accused of 34 count felony account, already done found guilty, all 34 count? He is running for president. Okay. Running for president. What does the law say? That's all you have to understand. Before you overreact, look what the Constitution says about a felony and a person who is in high position. That's all you got to do. Instead of arguing and trying to evaluate it, know what the law says. Understand what is running this society is people who are going against God's word to protect the lives. You understand where I'm going with this? If you know that I'm lying, why are you supporting me? I am a threat to you. I am a threat to society. A threat anywhere in this world is a threat everywhere across this world. We need to understand We are in trouble because the world is being controlled by money and power. Black men, minority men, women, all around the world, those billionaires are controlling your life. But you must join together and force. Do you want to live in a democracy, or do you want to live in an authoritarian type of country? Watch yourself. You got eyes to see, ears to hear, but you need to read up. You need to do some evaluation. I care about our society. I care about the world. I don't care who get into office. You make sure that that person got a clear head and a level mind, that that person is not going to cause more problems than we already have. But when you have a person that's telling the world what I'm going to do, I'm going to support China. I'm going to support Russia, North Korea, all my homies. What is that telling the American people? I hope you fall on your back. I hope our allies fall on their back. But once I get in, I'm going to change the treaty. I'm going to change the laws. I'm going to let my boys know once I get in, you ain't going to get me out. America, you don't think about that? Let me get back to your subject that it touches me very hard. Classified information in the military is serious. Whether you have a secret, a top secret, or confidential, that's what you earn in the military. But the top secret clearance is the highest clearance that you can get. In order to get it, there must be background investigation on you. Do you understand what is going on? The president, the former president of the United States, got a felony. If people being persuaded by revenge, you're going to fall in the hands of an authoritarian type of government. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't care whoever they put in there. I'm going to say it. Please, America, we don't need no more damage done to us. You might say President Biden, he might be old, but I want you to understand this. President Biden is a peacemaker. He's not causing confusion. He's trying to bring peace among the board. He done bought jobs. I mean, guys, let me put it this way. I'm going to use me as an example. Regardless of what I'm telling you is the truth, as long as I got my defense up, I don't hear nothing you saying. The other side have their defense up. They're not seeing what is going on in the world. They're not looking at our economy. They're looking at revenge. They're looking at, wow. If I say yes, they're going to say no. If I say no, they're going to say yes. It shouldn't be a chess game in our country. We are for the people. Why? Or we keep dealing with this stuff and trying to go back 70 years ago. Classified information. I'm going to say this to you. I had a bad experience in Italy. I stayed over there for many years. And I hanged out on the economy. And one day, the FBI's showed up in my office, and I thought they were looking for somebody else. He went and spoke to the commanding officer, and first thing I know, that they called me inside, and they accused of me of selling classified information. Now, I thought, to me, that was a joke, but them, that was serious. So they escorted me out of the office in front of all of my coworkers, these black suits. Took me down to investigation office, interrogated me for a long time. When I looked at them, and I said, I think this got to be a joke. I know I'm known over here in Italy. I travel a lot, and they knew that I travel a lot because I always jumped on the train and go everywhere I wanted to go or drive. And I always go by myself because I think that I spoke Italian enough to get by. So I had no fear. I jumped on the train to go to Venice and didn't realize that those secret agents was following me everywhere I went. They knew when I got on the train, they knew what time. So as I was sitting there trying to figure out, this got to be a mistake. And once they told me I was selling classified information to the Red Brigade, I want to say this to you. They were trying to put me in jail for something that I didn't have no idea what was going on. And after keep me down, interrogating, come back, they sent some guy from Washington, D.C. to give me a polygraph test. And before I took the test, the administrator said to me, sir, I got to be very honest with you. Based on the facts, I have to give you this test just to clear the name up. I'm going to ask you certain questions just to show you how this polygraph works. And when the polygraph test came back, it showed that everything that I was telling them was true. So once I took the polygraph test, and he said, now you're free to go back to your office. And I done told everybody what's going on. They accused me of, because I was very popular, I was known on the Italian economy. And so, and they came back and they called me into the commanding office again. And they said to me, I want to apologize to you. And we're sorry that we put you through all these trouble. But we were looking at our database and the intelligent information that we have. Arlene, there is a person named Arlene is associated with the Red Brigade. And all over our European database, the only name that we came across was Arlene. And we had to start somewhere. And we want to apologize for putting you through this. We want to say to you, if you ever want a job on the base, being an OSI, you can. I don't want the job. I don't want a job. And I think it's a very prestigious job. Now, you see how my life could have got turned upside down because people wanted to see me leave Italy. They were going to put me in jail. I had no access to that classified information. Here, this man got all this stuff sitting in his house. That case haven't came up yet. People, we need to find out. I don't care whether they're Republican or Democrat. As long as they are working together for the people. That's all that matters. I personally believe in my heart that if we don't look at what's going on and what is being said, we are in trouble. I'm talking to all the minority people about what I'm hearing. I'm looking at saying the polls are saying that President Trump is in the lead. Hey, good luck, boy. That's pretty good. But I want you to also understand, we got a lot of black people out here. They are with Trump. Okay? Well, if that's their choice, they got freedom of choice. But I want you to please understand this. Bullshit anywhere is bullshit everywhere. Now, the election is not until November. These polls showing that, all the black voters are disappointed with Biden. Our pocketbooks are getting weak. We can't keep food on the table. Look at our job market. We got jobs of people are begging for you to come to work, but you want to sit on your lazy ass and blame society as to why things are not working for you. Oh, we got a 1,500. Okay, let's get off that bullshit. 2018, when we was in a turmoil, we had these diseases, the virus going on. You understand where we was at and where we're at today. Coronavirus start dissipating. We found a remedy for all of this. You must understand, people. I read, I look at the news. I make a decision. For what I'm seeing right now, I love our military. I care about all my military students and all my friends who have served and all my kids and all the peoples across the world that is serving to protect this country. Be aware of these damn wolves are dressed up like sheep that's sitting in the highest position in the Supreme Court. They are wolves. I'm upset. If it's true about what they are saying about the Supreme Court, the world is in trouble. It is being controlled by politicians. It depends on what side you're on. And it appeared to me that everybody, the white Supreme Court justice, they are for one side and one side only. We need to pray for everyone that God is in control of everything. He in control of man. And the way man think, the way man act, we are in trouble. I got more days behind me than I have days ahead of me. But if Lord allow me to speak the truth about who is killing his people, billionaires, the one who control money and power. Let me give you an example. These authoritarian countries, there is authoritarian, total authoritarian, and fascism. Which one you want? You understand? They're being controlled by the people who in power. President Putin, He controlled everything going on in Russia. The peoples can't make decisions. China, North Korea, do as I say, not as I do. If you go against me, there will be a penalty. You will be locked up and you be going to a camp if you try to go against me. Some kind of way you'll disappear off this planet. If you start thinking about how an authoritarian country lives. Do you understand what communism means? Communism, put it in the same row. One for all for one. We put all our stuff together and we just distribute among the people. But everything must come to me first. You understand? The kind of world that if we don't watch ourselves, look at all these little children. Look at these little babies walking around here. Look how they're growing up. These are God gifts. We have to protect these babies, no matter what the race, religion, sex, or national origin. We need to grow these babies up in a society where they're going to feel safe, feel loved. The generation coming along now is in trouble. The rich get richer, the poor get poor. Look at where all the money's at. Look where all the power's at. In most of the cities, states, and countries, who is the chief of police? Who's in charge of the court, the district, and the federal courts? Who is in charge of the Supreme Court that writes the legislation within the state? Look at who's in the White House. You don't see it. But those individuals are controlling your life by lies, cheating, and stealing. And you don't see it. I'm asking each and every last one of them, my brothers and sisters across the world, look at what's going on around us. Look at what's happening in the world. Look at all the killing, the crimes and stuff that is going on in our world. How can we put out a fire if we keep putting damn gas on it? How can we solve crime when you're selling more damn weapons to criminals? How can we solve crime when you allow anyone to buy AK-47? How can we solve it? There's a lot of things can be solved, but we got one side of fighting to the other side. It become about money and power. Remember that. Look at money, how money can control your mind, our family mind, our community, state, and federal government. If you got money, you're going to know the other people that have money. When you're poor, you're going to know who the poor are. And that's where the rich get richer off the poor. Because they feel like they are nobody in their life. But you are somebody in the eyes of God. And I woke up this morning and said, I'm praying for America. I'm praying for all of my brothers and sisters, regardless of race, religion, sex, or national origin. You are all my brothers and sisters. We are all the God children. You stand up for what you believe in and stop falling for all this bullshit that you're seeing on TV. We have two different worlds. We got the Fox world. We got the CNN world. NBC world. But why are we showing things different? Why don't we speak the truth? And the truth shall set us free. Yes, my military, it's been an honor. And I will continue to tell everyone we need to continue to strengthen our military because these scumbag countries is trying to double up on us right in our very eyes. These authoritarian countries is done befriended our former president. We want you in, we billionaires, and we'll try to feed some money into your campaign. Russia, we want President Trump in because guess what? We can liberate Eastern Europe. Do not put your hands off in a damn lion's mouth and expect to get your hands back. He gonna eat that damn hand off and probably gonna eat your whole damn arm off. Do not be deceived by what you hear. You got eyes to see, ears to hear. Be aware of your surroundings. Start evaluating what's going on around you today. You got up until November to make a decision. You have freedom of choice, freedom of religion, freedom of press. Look at your Constitution and laws. Do not be afraid of what tomorrow brings. You go by your heart. You talk to God. Ask him to help you along the way. Because if the devil got control of your damn mind, you don't hear but one thing. And that one thing is nothing but damn lie. You understand? I want us to live in a world of peace, a world of joy, a world of happiness. I care about my little kids. I care about the work. Military, I'm going to say this to you. You can't let us down. Once our military go, America go. We got to keep building our military. But most importantly, we have to build our leaders. We don't need all these damn lies to be told. We need a leader with integrity, a leader that's going to love everyone, a leader not just going to love billionaires. You understand? I hope you understand where I'm going with this. Bullshit can be sold to the average person who is not listening or seeing with their eyes. When you see a false prophet, you can tell a wolf from a damn sheep by the way they act, the way they walk, and the way they look. And I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to close it out. Be aware of these wolves that dressed up like sheep. And they are all in the Supreme Court. They're in the White House. They're in all cities and states. And I'm going to close this out by saying to all my brothers and sisters, I thank you for listening. I want you to be aware of what's going on around us. You have to stand up for the things that you believe in and stop falling for this bullshit. Let's pray for America. We need God in our life. Everybody needs God. We need God more today than we ever. Well, we always gonna need God. We always needed God. God is anywhere and God is everywhere. We need to pray together, live together, work together, and stay together. Unless we got God in the White House, got God in Supreme Court, I mean a true God. When you got false gods that at the highest level, we are in trouble. They don't believe in God. They believe in the devil. They believe in lies. They believe in getting ahead. They believe in it's all about me, myself, and I. Rich people. Look at what you're doing to the poor. Go out and help the poor. You're going to die with all your wealth and those very people that you done got rich off. One day, those same poor people going to be spending your money. You can't enjoy it. But if one thing that I will say to you, God have a way even cutting the tallest tree down. You don't have to cut them down. You can just blow them down. Never think that you're too big, that you can't come down. Never think that you're the only man in this damn world is above the damn law. And our people are allowing you to promote your bullshit. If I do wrong, I want to pay a price. I want to pay a price. Because if I do the crime, I got to do the time. I can't stand up and go and talk to God every day and knowing that my mind is lying. How can you be a Christian and you see all these lies being told? How can you fall for that? You say you love God. If you think it's right, okay. But if you know it's wrong and you agreeing that it's right, you are no different than a damn sinner. Let's close out. Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing me to deliver this message. And hope that this message would help bring light, bring salvation to a world that's what's wrong. We're asking you to touch our heart, mind, and soul. Teach us your way. Help us to understand our world, the world that we live in. Teach us and help us to understand only you are in control. If we have faith, hope, and trust, we know that you are going to make a way out of no way. You're going to make sure that during this voting time, that we are going to make the right decision, whether man like it or not. Thank you, Father God. And I thank you, my audience. May God bless you. Until next time.